Learn Hindi communication words. Communication to ambiguity with
संचार,
Welcome to the word circus. Hey, you're about to learn some very smart words without sounding like a sleepy dictionary. We will keep it fun, clear, and just a little dramatic. Welcome to today's mini audiobook chapter, where language is alive, slightly chaotic, and probably wearing a tie for no reason. Our theme is how meaning travels, bends, hides, and sometimes slips on a banana peel. In English, the key words are communication, wording, expression, tone, context, nuance, undertone, and ambiguity. In Hindi, you will meet
संचार, शब्दांकन, अभिव्यक्ति, लहजा, संदर्भ, बारीकी, अंतर्ध्वनि,
and.
अस्पष्टता.
Think of them as a team of language detectives. One checks the message, one checks how it is phrased, one checks the feeling, and one squints suspiciously at anything unclear. The Office of Mysterious Messages. Let's drop you into a silly little story so the words stick. Just listen and picture the scene. You work in an office where nobody says anything simply. The boss walks in and says, "Good."
संचार,
Builds trust. You nod wisely, even though someone nearby is trying to send a document by yelling at the printer. Then the editor groans, "The
शब्दांकन,
of this email is unclear. She has changed one sentence 11 times and is now emotionally attached to a comma." Next, the actor from marketing arrives and says, "This poster needs more."
अभिव्यक्ति,
He says this while making a face so dramatic that even the stapler looks concerned. Then the manager says, "I do not like your."
लहजा,
Same words, different feeling. Suddenly everybody sits straighter. The intern whispers, "Maybe we need more."
संदर्भ,
Excellent point. Without context, the message, "Bring the file," sounds simple, but in this office it could mean a paper folder, a digital attachment, or a lawyer. A translator enters and says, "Please keep the
बारीकी,
of the original text." This is where tiny shades of meaning matter. Then comes the suspicious consultant. There is an
अंतर्ध्वनि,
of anger in that polite sentence. Ah yes, the hidden flavor under the words. Finally, the legal team screams, "Remove the,"
अस्पष्टता,
because apparently one sentence can mean two things, and both are expensive. Word by word, like a friendly spy. Now you will zoom in on each word. Repeat the Hindi after me if you want extra practice. Communication is
संचार,
good,
संचार,
builds trust, clear,
संचार,
avoids problems. Wording is
शब्दांकन,
if a sentence is grammatically fine but sounds awkward, the
शब्दांकन,
may need work. Expression is
अभिव्यक्ति,
art, feelings, face, and style can all show.
अभिव्यक्ति,
Tone is
लहजा,
you can say something polite with a rude,
लहजा,
which is a great way to start a tiny disaster. Context is
संदर्भ,
the meaning of a word depends on.
संदर्भ,
Without
संदर्भ,
confusion shows up like an uninvited guest. Nuance is
बारीकी,
it is a subtle detail, a fine shade, a small difference that changes the feel of meaning. Undertone is
अंतर्ध्वनि,
this is the hidden tone underneath the main words. A compliment may carry an
अंतर्ध्वनि,
of sarcasm. Ouch. Ambiguity is
अस्पष्टता,
good writing avoids.
अस्पष्टता,
Bad writing invites it in, gives it tea, and lets it confuse everyone. Mini dialogue disaster. You are going to hear a short dialogue packed with the target words. This is how real meaning gets messy and memorable. A. We need better communication. B. Yes.
संचार,
Is very important at work. A. I like the idea, but the wording is strange. B. So the
शब्दांकन
needs improvement? A. Exactly. And the poster has no expression. B. Right, it needs more.
अभिव्यक्ति
A. Also, your tone sounded angry. B. My.
लहजा
I was only hungry. A. Well, without context, that email sounded scary. B. The missing.
संदर्भ
A. And we lost the nuance of the original line. B. You mean the.
बारीकी
A. Yes, and there was an undertone of criticism too. B. An.
अंतर्ध्वनि
Of criticism? Yikes. A. Worst of all, the final sentence had ambiguity. B. So it had.
अस्पष्टता
That explains why 3 departments panicked. Quick memory tricks. Let's make these words easier to remember. Tiny images and jokes can help more than pure logic. Picture a glowing wire connecting 2 people for
संचार
communication. Imagine an editor fighting a comma for
शब्दांकन
wording. See a stage actor throwing feelings into the air for
अभिव्यक्ति
expression. Hear the same sentence spoken sweetly, coldly, and dramatically for
लहजा
tone. Zoom out from one word to the whole paragraph for
संदर्भ
context. Use a magnifying glass to spot a tiny detail for
बारीकी
nuance. Listen for a low hidden note beneath a melody for
अंतर्ध्वनि
undertone. Walk through fog and read a blurry sign for
अस्पष्टता
ambiguity. Quiz time, no panic. Now test yourself. Answer out loud before the solution comes. What is the Hindi word for communication?
संचार
What is the Hindi word for wording?
शब्दांकन
What is the Hindi word for expression?
अभिव्यक्ति
What is the Hindi word for tone?
लहजा
What is the Hindi word for context?
संदर्भ
What is the Hindi word for nuance?
बारीकी
What is the Hindi word for undertone?
अंतर्ध्वनि
What is the Hindi word for ambiguity?
अस्पष्टता
Friendly conclusion. Nice work, you made it through some advanced vocabulary without running away. That is honestly impressive. Today you practiced communication, wording, expression, tone, context, nuance, undertone, and ambiguity through the Hindi words.
संचार शब्दांकन अभिव्यक्ति लहजा संदर्भ बारीकी अंतर्ध्वनि
And.
अस्पष्टता
Thank you for listening. Keep practicing, repeat the words aloud, and try using 1 or 2 in your own sentences today. You are building real language skill, one clever little word at a time.